YouTubers, how you diddling? Alright, right, first and foremost today we are going to be working in the man cave, and we've got Pete's. Say hello, Pete.
Hello!
Just in. We've got Pete's Honda CBF1000, which we are going to put touring bars on, which are, is it 20mm wider? No,
So, yeah, and an inch taller.
No, I think it's 50mm wider, isn't it? It's inch either side, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
so 50mm wider, inch taller. Hopefully all the cables and gubbins will reach. And then later on, probably in separate videos, we're going to be installing new levers and heated grips. So first and foremost, let's crack on. Let's get these bars changed. Just to say that, I'll look at this one, just to say Pete's worked on bikes before, never done handlebars before, so I'm going to get him to do most of the stuff and just explain so that anybody who's not done it before understands a little bit more, that it's not so hard. Right, bro, I would suggest the first thing we do is get a little knife and pop out those little plugs.
Sound like a plan?
Change my glasses to ones I can actually see with.
Doesn't help. I think first things first, I think cloth.
Yes, good idea. They're not going to go in there anyway. Cover your tank up if you can, just in case.
Just to make sure no scratches.
Depends how clumsy you are.
It's me you're talking about here. I'm one of the only fools that can fall off a bike when it's stood still.
You would like to think so. Unfortunately, I disagree.
Oh, you did it as well, didn't you?
I've done it myself more than once, and a lot of people ask that the old adage of like, oh yes, my side stands down. Whoops, no, it's not.
I just broke your stone on the blade.
Oh well, it's a shame that is.
We've got 5,000 more, isn't it?
Is that all of them out?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I was just about to say, pull that back. We are now going to move to a
6mm.
5mm.
Is it 5mm?
Is it? Don't know. 5 or 6.
6.
6mm Allen bolt, well, Allen key to remove these. There we go.
Spanner ash.
Get each one done. See, he knows to crack it first. Well, once you've done one on one side, the bottom one will, the other one will always come easier. They've not been off before, have they?
No. Factory fitted, them buggers.
Yeah. There you go. Second one always comes off a little bit easier. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Hold on. Put you back in shop. Cracking job.
Yeah.
Did it get you?
It got me.
It got you. We got a first aid kit if necessary. Okay, so now we've done that, before you go any further, I want you to basically remove the brake and clutch cylinders, and I do believe it's a 8mm. And we'll get you with a long reach 8mm. Is that it?
Yes, correct.
That's it. So I'll come round to you.
Bottom's done.
Okay. That's nice already. I don't think these have been off before, though.
They haven't.
Which is good. It's always nice when somebody else hasn't tinkered.
Yeah.
So, okay. So all we're doing, because the bars have got to come off, obviously, we want the actual. Tell you what. Just grab that magnetic tin. Yeah. Even though it's... Oh, it does. I didn't think that would have done that. Yeah. We'll just drop these down onto...
Use the socket to help get the bolts out, and makes it just a little bit easier on the fingers.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You're off.
Right, so on here you've got 2 wires which I'm going to pull off. Can you see the top colour?
Yeah, the blue one's on the bottom.
Right, that's alright, that's all we need.
And the white one's on the top.
That's all we need, we just need to know which one's where.
Yeah.
We've now got video evidence telling us exactly where it is.
Yeah, so when we cock up, we know we've...
You got it?
Everyone can laugh at us.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare laugh at us.
Skeggy will.
Oh, Skeggy will.
Yeah. That magnet's strong, isn't it?
Not bad. Don't work on plastic very well though. Okay, so just drop that lot in there. Just pull that round there a little bit to drop it on there. Yeah. Is that? Ah, that's wired up the same. So we've got 2 spade connectors, and that one's bottom, that one's top. I don't know whether this is a difference.
White one at top. Nothing at bottom, it's just black.
Black.
Yeah, so white at top,
black at bottom. There we go.
Yeah.
Put that across there. We know where that is now.
That socket's been wet. Right.
Okay, so now we need a JIS stubby screwdriver, I would suggest.
One of those.
One of those, sir. So I'll tell you what, I'll do this side first.
Okay.
Being as I'm here, fits in there nicely, and I'm not quite sure if there is going to be. I don't even know if these have got the little nib on to hold it stay in the handlebars.
Yeah.
Or not.
In theory, we've been hardly touched. I should imagine it has.
I would say.
But the new handlebars haven't. So
They haven't.
No. We might have to fettle it off or drill out.
Fettle it off.
Fettle it off. That's an old saying.
It's alright.
Old Yorkshire saying.
We've got a combination of Nottinghamshire and Yorkshire dialects coming out here, so you'll all have fun with that.
Yeah, hecky fun.
Hey up me duck, how you diddling? Right, so that's parted. Put my screws in there.
You do that, I'll do it.
And it should be nice and simple.
It's nice when they're virgin, they haven't been.
That guy, I was just thinking actually, on the other side it came off really, really nice. It did. I'm quite impressed so far actually.
It's my bargain basement bike.
It is. Cracking job.
And one of this.
And that's got no throttle cables that side, so when that comes off that should actually part into 2 and everything. You want a bit more space?
Spin it this way a little bit.
That way?
There we go, that's it.
Lefty loosey. Is it going?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. You know why that was tight, don't you? Because we just praised it.
Did it?
We just praised it and said how good it is and how nice it is. So what a surprise!
I'm trying my hardest not to use disgusting language.
Yeah.
I can't call it names.
No, because we get demonetised for that.
That's it, can't do that.
Okay. So is that parted?
That's parted.
Is that both of them? Or is there 3 in that?
Well, when we put this back on, don't forget we've got to oil this indicator.
Yes, yeah, it's a bit sticky, isn't it? It should part,
Yeah.
unless there's another one.
No, that's it.
Let me just...
Because that should feed out now.
yeah.
Hang on. It's this.
No,
If you get that off,
yeah, well, it shouldn't really
and
affect it.
once it's out of the groove,
Once.
it's off.
There we go then.
See,
As long as you know.
just like that.
So long as I know, then
Just
all.
like that. Right.
Okay, right. Swap the screwdriver out for a big JIS. JIS, I should say.
Got the end weights.
Yep. Take your bar end weight off. Even that's coming out nice. Lovely jubbly boyo.
And we haven't tinkered with these screws before we started.
No, somebody has. This one does look as slightly. It's not bad actually, but
These end weights won't go back in.
no.
New bars, because I'll need to get new ones.
Well, they might actually.
Because
fit.
they've got nuts welded in, they haven't.
No, we can adapt that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You want that?
Yeah, I need that.
That's alright then. And we don't need these grips, do we?
We don't need these grips now.
But they're in good nick.
But we've got to change for heated grips in a later video.
Yes.
And the problem is do we keep them or not?
If they're in good nick,
Yeah.
I'd like to keep them as a spare
Yeah.
for another bike maybe.
They might, judging by this, these might actually peel straight off, which would be nice. Right, because we're just doing a handlebar change in this video,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is, before we go any further, let me just come around that side. Oh,
Done it again.
you did it again, sir.
Did it again.
Right, what I'll just explain here is what I use. That is still recording, isn't it, that one?
Yes.
Really good. So, just to explain what I use, DP60, it's basically WD-40, and a very thin, long screwdriver. And the reason I use this is because I've always found it to be very, very useful. So, I should pull this back, stick my straw down the end, even though, as you say, we don't necessarily need. There we go, a little bit. Same up here. There's a reason I do this one. Oh, too much. Straight out the other side. Is because with a simple manoeuvre like this, look how it parts that.
Good idea.
It don't work with a lot of things, but like this, look at that now, look.
Spinning quite happily straight off.
Straight off. That's a tip of the day.
Oh yeah. Marvellous.
Marvellous. We'll take this end cap off as well that goes with that, and we'll just pop that on the bench.
Yeah, that's all good.
We don't need that for the other side just yet, because we are replacing these as of. Okay, so we now need to come back to us handlebar mounts. So if you can go back to, well, we'll swap sides again.
Yeah.
We'll go back to his Allen bolts. And everything comes out of there fairly good. Jolly good. This is where, of course, you've got to. Oh, what was
Done
that?
it again.
Is that one of them plastic things?
I hate them plastic things.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get it.
Found it.
You know the problem with them? Not,
Too light.
not magnetic.
That's it, they're not metal.
See, here's the thing. You've got to watch your head right above you, literally.
There's a light fitting.
It's like a light fitting.
The
You know, I mean, it's
skinny
about-
little hairs I've got on me head,
Yeah.
I can feel it.
I'm about 2 inches away from
You
it.
don't have that problem. You're not follically challenged yet. Are you?
No, not follically challenged yet. It'll happen, no doubt.
One day.
Aye, happen. As they say, than ours. Right, well, best thing to do here is just hold it all intact and just tap the bottom of your bar,
Got you.
like so. Yeah. Not gonna happen? There you go.
Good, that from factory.
Yeah, hold on. Don't worry about them. We'll
Rubber mallet 'em.
right behind you. There's a rubber mallet.
Rubber mallet.
Do not whack yours or my fingers. If you could. There you go.
Just like that.
1 and 2.
Sort of.
And then while we're in this position, we'll just slide that out of there.
Yeah. It's got
It's got the holes in.
the holes in.
Okay.
But somebody's obviously drilled another hole. Look. There's 2 holes on that one.
Ah. And they're not in alignment.
No. So
So,
Oops.
I wonder why they did that.
these are bar ends that might come out.
Yeah, well, it's something we can address at a later date. A later date. Okay, so I think because this is a little bit. Let me just put your keys out.
Okay.
It's a little bit corroded inside here,
Yeah.
so it will make me happier if you would just run a wire brush. Well, actually, I say a wire brush. If you go in the drawer, the bottom drawer there, yeah, there should be a copper brush there at the back. Wait, is it?
How's that?
Bit less damaging than the
Yeah, the steel one.
Yeah, go on, don't be frightened of it, get in there. That's better.
It's like a woman filing her nails.
Yeah. We don't know that, by the way. We don't sit and watch women filing their nails.
No, we put up with it.
Yeah, but no offence to our lady viewers.
Yeah, definitely not. Might get in trouble. And in turn, I'll do the underneath of the top cap.
Yeah, it always pays you to. Can you do it in camera? Do it in shot, just so we know what you're doing.
Just,
Yeah.
again.
No, it's only to clean out those fine grooves. After all, they are on there, and the new bars, we've got them on as well, you see.
That one's alright, actually.
Yeah. And what we'll do is just to let you know that these are LSL Touring bars. I think they're German, aren't they, LSL?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So there we go. So, undo your new Prezi.
Cool.
We'll have no sexual references as to what that's like doing.
Well done.
Yeah. Oh look, it even comes with fitting instructions.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not really bothered about that at the moment. We're men, we don't read instructions.
No.
Okay, so we now need them back. Cracking job. And then, and just before we do this, this is the most important stage. Grab hold of one's accelerator, and we're going to put this on here anyway. These bars are going to need to be drilled, or what we have to, it's going to have to be up.
Yeah.
So what we have to do here, these bars have either got to be drilled, or the piece inside there filed off. There somewhere, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is quite awkward, and I suggest what we do is we work out exactly where it is. I'm hoping there's going to be enough. It feels like it's...
I'm going to put one cap on so it holds them in place.
Yeah.
And then we can roughly judge them.
Yeah, well, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a matter of making sure the cables aren't too tight.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, these type of cables where these are, you're probably at the tightest you're going to be on right hand lock. It's going to be pulling past it, so if they are too tight we can always bring them behind their foot leg, bring them up there, but sooner not. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got one side on.
Just one side's on and tight.
Yeah, so we can just see just about where things are.
Yeah.
See, as I'm doing that, look, bringing it towards the end, it's going downwards. Well, it would naturally be downwards so far. The thing to do, I'm just going to not fasten it or anything like that. It's literally just to get
hold it in place.
Just to get it rough, because what I want you to do is
sit on the bike.
Sit on the bike so we can get the get them at a rough idea, just so I can get an idea if these are too tight or not. There may be some editing in this video just to take the crap out.
And get your crash helmets on, because I might knock the camera while I'm getting on the bike.
Right, so it's not tight, but that's because we may need adjustment. Right, so I'm going to move this camera back a touch.
You know we have to do a bloopers reel, don't you?
Oh god, yeah. Right, so if you can just astride your steed, sir. There we go. Right, so you've got to work out what's best, whether you feel the need to come forwards, backwards. They're in line.
They're in line. I'll be going straight. That's about right.
Yeah?
About there, yeah. For me, for riding, that would be
right. Well,
spot on.
Okay, so I'll just get the old bars, and just so I can see roughly where those holes would have been with the bars at that angle, because as you can see, we're yeah, you can see. These bars here aren't, they don't turn in as much as these. These are the touring bars, LSL touring bars, and they don't turn in as much. They've got, it says an inch more rise, but the rise looks about the same, to be quite honest. It's the end pieces that are an inch higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
These have got a tighter bend.
They're tighter bend, but these will have an inch more because it's more gradual bend.
Yeah.
To give it that gradual bend. We could always trim a bit off.
Oh yeah.
But because they haven't got any nuts in there or anything
No,
like
there's
that.
nothing at all. But having looking at that, I'm thinking to myself, well, we need to know. Yeah, that's awkward with them having two lots of things on the end. I wonder why they've got that.
Let me hold these handlebars.
Yeah, I was trying to see. You see, these bars are now upright. They wouldn't have been.
No.
There would have been more. So I think what I should be doing is saying, right, get that in place on the new ones, and I'll just mark it with a marker pen.
Yeah, well, the one side of here has one.
Yeah.
That one's insignificant, but that one's where the hand control.
Where the original one was,
yeah.
Which is very strange.
And that one is debatable whether it's that one or that one.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
It's definitely that one.
So we just measure from the end.
Well, yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but. Right.
Do you want to knit those up? Does that look alright?
It's what's comfortable for you, bro.
Well,
so.
that's comfy for me, and I'm actually closer to the tank, which is ideal for me with my leg size and everything else.
Right.
So that feels good.
Feels good.
Feels good. I'm more upright.
Yeah, you feel those better for
Which
your
is
back and
better
everything.
for my back and everything.
Okay, so we'll knit that up where we
but
are.
I can always adjust slightly if needed.
We are spot on with these markings, and we just have a look.
Yeah, about same distance in.
Yeah.
So just for the
when
record,
you're doing these, don't go balmy. Bottom ones, nip it up just slightly. Right, so there's no real pressure on that. If you can just feel, move that from there to there, just to feel how much. Yeah, and then leave it there.
Yeah.
Because most of your pressure goes on with your next one.
Right.
Because when you go tight with your next one,
it clamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, where are we? In fact, I'll come down that way. To there.
Row.
To there. Yeah, it's always raining. And then we'll come back onto these ones, look.
Raven's going to fall out with.
Yeah, my bike's outside getting wet.
Wasn't supposed to rain till later.
No, well, we sort of knew it was going to do, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Sam?
Now we've done that, I will get the...
Big test. Don't catch the tank.
Yeah, plenty of clearance.
Don't catch the tank. That's
Plenty
good.
of clearance there.
Get off now.
Yeah, get off.
Okay.
Watch your head.
I'll try not to knock the public.
Yeah.
I like them handlebars.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I say they're strange because they're almost cruiser handlebars, but they're not. They're actually touring handlebars.
You can get some on the forks on it.
The bit that bothers me is this piece.
We've got to take them off again to do that, haven't we?
Sorry?
Got to take them off again to do the hole.
Well, yeah, but I'm not. All we've got to do now is this obviously goes in a certain place.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that goes, and you can't tighten up because of it.
Yeah.
But we're in the ideal situation, whereas we can now put our grips wherever we want.
Right.
So it's hard to put the bar back on. You can always take it off.
Yeah.
So what we need to do now, this piece here is only determined because it's not attached to this, to your actual reservoir and your lever. It's fully self-sufficient. So all we've got to do is make sure that this is at the right angle for what suits you.
Okay.
You know. So back on your bike, straighten her up, and then try and work out your switch gear for your thumb, whether you want it there, there, there. It should fall naturally.
That's where it is there.
Where it is there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can just squeeze that, actually that's just over there, because all I'm going to do is just mark a little bit there,
Yeah.
and a little bit there. That enables me to find the plane.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately this piece here is on the back.
It's on the bottom where the
So I'll do this by measurement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this piece here is you get the old
Just measure it on that.
I've seen the knot.
Because that will be right. That hole on this side is only one hole.
Yeah.
So it will be right, won't it?
Theoretically.
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 You know what theory did, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Join thought.
Right, so centre of the hole is 130.
Right.
Okie dokes. So 130 to the centre of the hole.
So
Yep.
need to take handlebars off again.
Oh yeah, quite possible. So I shall work out where 130 is, just there. Slide that back to there. No, it's got to be
Bang on.
just inside,
There you go.
so that you've got room for your
End
rubber.
stop, yeah.
I mean, we're changing that as well, so I shall go just there to 130 and
For a mark.
a mark. So we've got, like I said, we've got to take them off to drill the holes anyway.
Yeah.
And then, while we're at it, we'll do the other side, which I'm assuming these also measure in at one of these will measure in at 130. I don't know what the other hole will be for. It's now they. Why is that different?
You're going to need something more than that.
9 inches. That's weird.
That
Must
marker
be a
page
different one.
just totally wiped off.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's it wiped off?
Oh, where you marked up for the angle of the dangle.
Yeah, it falls fairly natural
Yeah.
for it, so I'm not too bothered about that.
That's right.
As I do that, that's where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can find that. It's a matter of as well finding it on the plane.
I'm thinking they might actually be better coming this side just to get a little bit more.
Well, there he is.
The
cables.
Yeah, the cables.
Right, so
Which
same
might be
again.
a bugger to do, but
Same again. This has got the things this end. I'm not quite sure why that was like that. So we'll put that just slightly downwards on a
that's
plane.
Fine. Yeah.
The same.
That's why it's only a whiteboard, dude. It's not a
Yeah.
permanent marker.
I don't want a permanent marker. That's what matters to me, if I can see. And then obviously in between there
Yeah.
gives us our point. So that there, and then we can work out the 130. What I don't understand fully is when I'm measuring the 130 with this piece, if I go to the nib, it's just inside there, so the 130 brings it to there, so if I bring that in slightly for the nib, that's basically where that is. Yeah. For some reason the hole on that side is in a totally different place. Almost like they've allowed a shorter grip.
Nice. Spin. Hang on. Bring that up and just spin it a bit. It'll go across that line, won't it?
Yeah.
Unless it was bang on the line and it's just taking it all off.
Yeah. Who knows? But that, like so, judging by the angle of that, then that is just there. Okay. So now we can take us
Handlebars back off.
handlebars off. Kicking camera tripod again. I don't know. Bully.
Don't get me no tripod.
Right, I'm not going to show you all this. We're literally going to take these off. We're going to bugger about trying to work out what size it needs. Other end.
You and your grape.
I only tightened it a little bit. Screw my back. At least we know these will come off nice and easy now.
Yeah. I might clean these up with a wire brush before I put them back in permanently. And then I will put a bit of thread lock on them to make sure.
On these, don't need it.
Don't need it, right, okay. Right. I'm going back to like 80s, late 80s, early 90s, most bolts needed thread lock.
Yeah, well, the point is, I mean, if they're done correctly to the correct torques, then you don't tend to need them. And even though we're not going to be torquing these down, I've been working on bikes and cars long enough to know roughly what the right torque is.
Torquing them down?
Well, you're using a steel bolt.
You're a thick piece of metal.
Right. Alloy. Yeah, it's one of them things. Be careful not rubbing us marks off if we've got any left. But when it comes down to it, you're tightening a steel bolt into alley. Don't over tighten it, otherwise you'll strip it.
Exactly.
Simple as that. I'd be happier in there with some anti-seize rather than thread lock.
Yes.
Because drill press is this way, bro.
Drill press is that way. When drilling a steel hole,
These are sods to do.
punch it.
Just make sure that you've got a good one. That's it. That's a good one. Theoretical wipers mark away now. Yeah. We'll do that afterwards. That one. We only need to show one. Oh, sorry. Yeah. On the recording. And on here, these are
Smooth face.
yeah, no, they're sort of. I've got nothing to put between them for the quite honest.
Alright.
Right away, innit?
Yeah.
I think we need to just tilt slightly. That's looking cool. As long as that's on there. There we go.
When you
Okay.
pressing down.
Make sure it don't move. Snap it there.
Go on.
Out your way. Make sure there's no sharp bits on it.
It's not too bad.
We'll just try it on the come round there.
Well,
There we go. That's what you call a nice dimple. What a lovely
dimple?
What a lovely dimple, please. I'm going to just, I've not got room.
in future, build your shed taller.
I know. Well, I built it at 6'3". So
I'm 6'7".
I know.
So that's no good. You didn't expect me coming back, did you?
About there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Right there.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
On she goes. Power switch round there, sir. Okay.
Right. It's the wife.
It's the wife and wife. The nice holes drilled either side. 130mm on the accelerator side and 115 on the clutch side, which is strange. So we'll make sure that this is in the right place, gap wise, there and there. Make sure that these knurlings are in the right spot. Well, I'll tell you what, actually, just before you do that,
shall we put the accelerator bit for?
Yeah, don't make life difficult for yourself. If you just lift them off and hold them there. Obviously, if you can get your accelerator on and in place, being as it's all cabled up, they're always a sod, these are, but we'll do it.
Makes life easy.
We'll get it. We'll get there. Oh, come on. Do hate these things. They can be swines. There we go. Right, so that's in the right place there. So now it's just a matter of finding that hot oil. There's the oil up there.
So find the oil and put the screw in it.
Yeah. So that's in place.
The screw hole
should be there on your side. There.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
One in there.
I'm not sure if they're all the same length actually.
I think they are.
No.
Yeah?
No, that's the long one. You want this one?
Oh, that one.
You want that one? Sod's law.
Sod's law.
Right, just rest the bars there. No, that's it. I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
You got a screwdriver, haven't you?
You get the other one.
The stubby.
And I'll pop that there.
That's a long one. That's a long one.
Right, I've got a short one here.
I've got a
Pass
short
us a
one.
stubby. Screwdriver.
Stubby.
Hopefully we're still in shot. And that goes up there.
I've got my head. Another stubby, do you think?
No.
Or is that a long one?
Should be a long one. Oh.
No,
I'm not quite sure, to be quite honest.
Because we
should have
a long one, a longer one, and a stubby.
We really should have paid attention, shouldn't we?
We should.
Okay.
Try that one.
Try that one. That's going to be too long, won't it? A stubby.
So you stubby. There we go.
Yeah. Oh.
Have a stubby.
Yeah. Next time, pay attention.
Yep. It always pays to have photographic evidence so you know which one goes where.
Video evidence can't go
But
wrong.
stopping recording and having to replay it all to find out is a bit awkward.
A memory is normally sufficient.
Yeah, but we're old gits.
Yeah. Hey,
we forget a lot.
Right, so what we're doing here is we're just checking how tight this wiring loom and these accelerators are going to be.
Yeah.
When this is across here where we said, and I think it's going to be too tight.
They need to go inside then, don't they?
Yeah. As I stated before, that is the way too tight. Yeah. So what we've got to do is simply bring those the other side, and if we struggle with this, we've either got to get new accelerator cables or chop an inch off the bars, which we're not too bothered about because it was the thingy we wanted. The height.
Yes.
Was more important.
They should come through there because they come up here, so
yeah, the hard bit is getting the mechanism through with it.
That's the problem.
Is the awkward bit. Yeah. I've now found out my parents are coming to visit, so this could be a day 2 job. Sod's law. We'll see. It also depends on whether we've got any swapping and changing to do on the job itself.
That's true.
You know. Right, so that will now pop out of the hole and slide out. Okay?
Okay.
Well, this is where it gets awkward. Because I want that lot there, and that lot there, and that one there. So what I have to do is if you could just get me a 10mm or an 8mm.
I think it's an 8.
Looks like an 8. I think it's an 8 and a 10 actually. All we're trying to do is give ourselves a little bit of slack. So that's being fully up now, just there, allows a little bit more slack in here. Yeah?
Right.
Once you've got your slack in there, you have to... This is the hard bit, this is the stupid bit. I fucking hate this bit. some of them don't want to do it, and this one looks like one of them that don't want to do it. So what you'd normally do is you have enough slack so that you can pull it up and then
pop it out.
Pop it out, and I know for a damn fact as soon as I do it, it's going to disappear on me. So that goes like so. So the top one,
if
I'm doing it like that, yeah, the top one comes to this end, bottom one to that end, obviously.
Okay.
And what's happened there? That turned. There we go. And that one there. Right. And this is the awkward thing, because although we've done all that, these bits here have got to come undone to go under there to come back, because all that, it might go under, but I doubt it. We can't get that and that out of there, so we're just as well doing it, bro.
No, okay. 13 mil.
Yes, 13 mil. The daft thing is, even this might not allow us enough room.
Yeah. Is that 13 mil?
No, it might be 14. That is 13, I do believe, but no. Next size up.
15 mil. Got that one then.
Yeah. I told you, a pain in the arse. Yeah, so these things here, literally, that one comes out like that. That one comes out by doing that. Pain in the arse.
And then these just feed through.
Yeah.
You grab them and I'll feed them.
One at a time, bro. Okay. So there you go. That's one.
That one. You got it?
Yeah. Okay. So again, this one.
The top.
And the top. What makes these such a pain in the arse is you've got to get it in the right place.
Get your thread started without wobbling everywhere.
So,
All this because I wanted taller handlebars.
that piece just up to there for the time being, that will go wherever that goes. That is fine.
That's just to brace the whole thing once it's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Bit like an adjuster nut.
Mm-hmm. And this one goes through onto there, and the nut slid all the way down there. This is what I expected on both of them.
Yeah. You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
We'll leave them loose.
Yeah. Shall I move these out of the way so you don't knock them off?
Shouldn't knock them off. Yeah, this is an absolute bastard of a job for me. So basically, the top one is always the hardest. I don't know why. You'll get your top one on, and around. Now the thing is, the bottom one, this one here, you've got to
feed it in.
Well, you've got to get it in first, like so, and around, and then you've got to get that piece like twisted.
Oh, that went in easy.
It's not done so bad, has it, just yet? Right, so.
You lied.
Yeah.
It's actually quite easy.
Yeah. Right, so that's that, and then that piece should just double check. Right, so obviously we won't know until
we
get that in there.
Right.
So in so far, I'm assuming we are still recording. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gone nicely into place now.
Right. Okay. Now we need that tray back.
Right. That's lovely.
And 1, 2, driver.
Yeah,
if I pop those there,
back to there.
and the driver there.
Just double check on the other side in a minute.
Shall I just put one on to hold it in place?
Yeah.
Because the other side should actually drop on, shouldn't it?
Yeah, not quite sure why these would all be different lengths, these bolts. They really are different lengths, lots and lots of them. Oh, what starts off as a simple job. It just goes to show though, you know, don't sort of do this when you're in a hurry.
No, it's not a quick job, is it?
Not when you've got to change and drill and, you know.
And find your drill bits.
Yeah, that took time. We think Mrs. Skeggy's pinched them, but we're not sure.
Yeah, she'll have nicked them.
So we're not accusing her, but we are.
Yeah, punished.
Oh, right, don't forget it's way up there. It's a 115 hole.
There we go.
Yeah, got it.
Right. That's more like it. Sound jobby. Oh, we're going to spray that first, won't we? Might we do that on the ET?
Spray what first? Oh, yes.
We're going to do that on the ET grip bit.
Yeah. It'd probably work anyway from there. There's no hassle to do it now. Yeah, let's do it now.
Hang on, alphabet. Oh, it's not that one, is it?
No.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit long.
Right, well, it's probably one I've got.
That's very long.
Right. Okay, so you're still doing it in?
Oh, it is one of the right screws, it's just in the wrong bit.
Okay.
Do you want this loosening to...
Yeah, just take it off altogether. Shouldn't be a problem on that because it's the actual switch mechanism, it's the bottom piece we need. Okay. Right, so all I'm going to do here is this. What it is, it's this, isn't it? That's a bit stiff there.
A bit stiff, yeah.
So I'm using brake cleaner.
Okay.
Because brake cleaner evaporates, it works really, really well. Oh.
That's very good, isn't it?
Yeah. They just get a build up. I've told you before in the past, haven't I? I had it on mine where I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, and it turned out to be a dead earwig. It crawled in there and stopped the connection.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah, try that. And if you was happy.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, then I should have. Whoa. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone lubricant. Yeah, because that's what's happening now is that stuff I've sprayed in there evaporates. So that dries up everything up. With this stuff is a nice silicone lubricant. You should be able to put that back together, move it about, it should be fine. Yeah, you won't be able to do it properly until you're on it, it's weird.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Thank you, sir.
I quite like the silicone lubricant, it's very good.
There we go. That one goes in there. Right, another screw somewhere.
Yes.
Long one, but it's not as long as that one and it's not short as that one.
Yeah, it's in here. Don't panic!
Mr. Mannering.
It's not that one.
Good old days.
No, you've got which screw?
I've got a spot on one.
Yeah, well it's
There's a short one and a long one.
Yeah, and you say the short one didn't feel right?
No, I didn't grab no.
Well, it's got to be the long one then.
Right. Undo
Okay.
that. Undo that.
That's it. So we get them exactly positioned where you need them. I would suggest sitting on the bike. Certainly would.
Well, we need that in place, don't we? Do that one. That can go off there.
Okay.
There we go. There. Don't need them on.
No, you get on the bike. All we need is the.
Oh shit! Bugger, damn, boss. Sorry, public.
Right, you just double check that we're in the right place, pull this back. I'll just have a look.
Right there.
So we're spotting on in line with them knurlings.
A little bit.
Yeah. Just wiggle it.
Back there. No, back. That's it.
Okay, right, just get your height right.
Perfect.
Perfect. All your buttons feel good.
Yeah.
So, come on that one. Come on that one. Okay, you just hold it, sir.
Yeah.
Don't overdo these. Like I say, talking
Aluminium
steel into aluminium does not go well if it breaks.
It doesn't. And they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So
Is the accelerator working fine? It's not getting trapped?
it's feeling okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've got to sort the angle of the dangle out just here.
Yeah.
It's got to be the best it can be. Right, if you could just go from lock to lock. Right, okay, so ignore that because
That's full lock.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not great look, but it's there. Okay, all
Yeah.
way. Right, so we don't forget we've still got to take into account the brake parts and the clutch pipe
Yeah.
or hose. So right, straighten it back up again. What we've got is just here. There's a little tag on there that's hanging onto that wire a little tiny bit, so that this
Yeah.
is just stopping that one as it's trying to pull. I mean,
Yeah.
again, if necessary, we can bring that wiring through onto the top,
Yeah.
because that's what's making that fine.
Yeah.
But I think that's fine.
Yeah.
If not, we can adjust that. That's all good so far.
Yeah.
So we'll adjust all these as we go. They obviously got to be in the right place, otherwise they not flow properly in that way, and this has got to be loosened to take the slack up.
Perfect. Feedback, that's what you need.
Yeah, you've got to have that little trip in you.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. This might go on absolutely fine, dry. We'll try it. Might go on too easy. Okay, so it's gone on too easy. So what we'll do is we'll get some hairspray on that at a later date, but we're not going to do that because we're having heated grips on. So the other thing that I thought we might be an idea to try is these bar end weights are obviously no good and you're having heated grips on anyway, so it changes the whole situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to leave those off for the time being. What we are going to do is pop these on. Now this is where this could be a game changer, and we might have to reline underneath and bring it through.
Yeah.
Purely and simply because it comes up that side
Yeah.
and then round to the front. It doesn't matter to us there. It might actually be fine.
Yeah.
We won't know till you attach everything and try it.
Right.
So
So we need to attach those, don't we?
yeah, I was just about to say,
Can we hold it up or do you want me to get it?
has it got an up? Yes, it's got an up. Well, I figured if I just, you can put it wherever you want.
If I hold it,
you can do what you need. I'm just going to pop it in place. There's no right or wrong way for that. That's you've got
Yeah.
normally you'd have it up there,
yeah.
But you know, you can put that exactly where you want it.
Yeah, bang it up to where it's supposed to be, it's fine with me. I've got big hands.
See, I would have said myself, it's probably better about there.
Well, I'd have thought it would have been better with that being level because of the level of the oil.
Oh no, it don't matter to it.
Doesn't it?
Don't matter to it. No.
Oh, in that case, if I hold that there...
It's what's comfortable for your grips. What you tend to do, yeah,
that's fine.
you tend to have it at an angle.
Yeah.
Because otherwise your bars,
that's
you
it,
know,
otherwise
if they
like
was
that,
up there,
yeah,
it's not comfortable handle.
that's it.
They normally fall exactly where they're meant to be quite honest.
Yeah.
They do. Again, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
You're talking steel bolt into aluminium, and these are
Easy to strip.
oh, they cast. They're really horrible.
Yeah, that's...
Really, really horrible they are.
Why is this moving?
What's that? Why is what moving?
That.
Oh, the thing. Hold on. I can just pop these here.
Yeah.
You can pop them in place. That's moving because we're in the wrong place, obviously.
Good job I spotted that then.
So, oh.
I'll put my bungs back in place.
See this side, this feels a bit tighter. You know?
Yeah.
And that's because that goes from there to there. This is where the problem comes in, where, as I said, we might end up having to redo it, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's obviously way too far up there. And this might be where you need, if you really want these bars at this length, it might be the one thing
That knackers it
that
all up.
knackers it up. It means you've got to have just a slightly longer pipe, hose, that's the word I'm looking for.
Hose?
Hose. Right, so it's there, so it's just on a connector
Yeah.
that's holding that into place. Right?
Okay.
I do believe. So, we can loosen said connector.
There's a lot of stuff to do to film a video.
Just wiggle the hose for the brake so I know which one it is. It's that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm in the right area.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is just loosen. There's a fixer. Just fixes it in position.
Yeah, holds it in place, doesn't it?
It's a twat. They're always twats.
I'm being really well behaved and not swearing.
I don't swear. Especially when I know that bit's not going in.
Not going in.
No.
Oh, there we go.
In the video, I mean.
Movement.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. See, that's amazing how much different that's made.
Yeah.
Just pop that up there for a second. And I'm wondering now if that needs to go around the outside of that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Tighten it up a bit so we know it's going to stay in place.
Yeah.
And then,
Right.
There we go.
There has to be a slight gap.
yeah, that's
by,
fine.
by the looks of it. Because, as you said, why is that doing that?
Yeah.
For exactly that reason. Oh, looks like it's been rounded off in the past.
Wasn't me.
Somebody's had the wrong size spanner on it. Look.
I've got another bolt for that.
Yeah? How come?
I took it off cattle bike, really.
Oh, yeah,
It's
probably.
in that box.
Won't be a total surprise. It ain't the same as that,
Possibly.
which is from down below. Right, so that feels in a good place.
Yeah?
And the beauty about that is that's not affecting a damn thing. Now this one, you said, why is it moving that?
Yeah.
There's a plastic bit under here
Oh yeah.
So when
yeah,
you
yeah.
do this,
yeah.
it moves
it
that.
pushes it. Yeah, got you. That's
Yeah.
not good for the the plastic bit. So it needs to be tilted, doesn't it? I understand now.
Yeah. So it has actually marked it in the past.
Yeah.
So it's probably. Yeah, that's all it is. You've got to get it. Okay, so I'm thinking about there.
Sounds like a plan.
Right.
So I don't mind being beaten up.
Well, says you sort of neglecting yourself later on in life.
Yeah.
You know, just try that.
That's spot on.
Yeah, does
That
it
was
feel
fun.
about the same angle as that one? It's awkward
Yeah.
because that one's bent.
Yeah. I'm
You won't-
not down here.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
makes a change when you got handlebars.
That's right, so we'll pull that back. If you
Yeah.
could just go lock to lock. We need to see if it's catching or tight. That's tight there, isn't it?
That's catching on the fairing there.
Yeah.
The brake hose.
Just,
so that's
just turn it again. You see how these get tight?
yeah.
The thing is how tight and what are they hanging up on? Is there anything we can sort of pull them through a little bit, or
Yeah.
they're not bad. It's got to go.
It's like a hook. They're on.
Ah, right, okay, I see
Hang
you.
on.
Yeah, it's just a cable up for it. That'll be welded onto the body. That. Let me
Yeah.
get a screwdriver.
If you've got a pair of pliers, it'll bend
Yeah.
forward a bit.
Yeah, I'll just get a screwdriver or something. Or something.
The things you got to do when you make adjustments to your bike.
You do.
But then again, it's worth it.
Hell yeah.
Bargain basement bike.
Enables you to.
A good friend sold me this bike, by the way.
Yeah, it's going to be long nose or something.
And he gave me a good deal on it.
Very good deal.
I've had a lot of people offering to buy it off me.
For the same price.
For the same price I paid for it.
Which is fair.
You know what answer I give them, don't you?
Well, they don't know how much you paid for it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's got it, I think.
You think? Right.
Go lock to lock.
Right, this side. Okay. That side.
You see what's happening?
It's doing it.
That's the wrong side of that. It's pulling tight on that.
They need to be on the other side of that pipe, don't
That's
they?
right.
Right, so that's going to come off again.
No.
Oh.
This comes off.
Oh, yeah, got you. Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, than rewiring them buttons.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It's funny how tight they seem. I mean, we're literally just gone on.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you've got a vice grip though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off, around,
Back off.
and under, and on.
That's up. Yeah. That's South Park.
I better stop for demonetisation.
Yeah. Copyrights and stuff.
Already had that when it was on a.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves.
Yeah, that one's annoying me because it's already gone. I tell you what, being as that one.
Oh, that's tons better.
Yeah, it should be. Being as that one's already gone and we're already in on the top, it's not very good condition, is it?
Not really on the top
That
now.
one. This one, I mean.
Yeah.
So, just play it against the size of that other bolt. Identical.
Yeah.
It's literally about a millimetre long.
Comes in handy when you got spares.
Well, that one's the one I've took out the bottom, which holds the brake line in place.
Okay.
But look, it's got a good head on it, so it fits.
Yay!
Right, is that in the right place?
Yeah, seems good.
Okay, final nip up. One. Okay, lock to lock. Good. Good. So you don't use the lock like that when you're riding.
You won't while you're riding now, it's just manoeuvring, isn't it?
It's got to be done on the MOT as well.
Yeah.
If it
Is
catches,
that too close to the...
if it catches anywhere on there on the what do you won't do it? Is that what?
Is it catching on there?
It shouldn't be. Have a look. Do it again.
Yeah, that's catching on the mirror.
That's fine.
On this side.
Is that full lock?
Yeah.
Oh well, I caught this mirror earlier, so I've probably caught
Probably
that.
it then.
Yeah, I caught that mirror earlier.
Yeah. So
Yeah, still catching, but that's bent forward.
that's bent, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's going to get replaced. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. Sad.
Good. There you
Right.
go.
Sit on it and see what you think.
So that's how your handlebars go on. Oh, watch your head.
There's my head there.
Wow.
Big difference, isn't there?
Straight away, that feels so much better.
Yeah.
That's a good, comfortable position. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Right. This is me talking now. We've done a good job. That is nice and comfortable.
Sat up straight.
Yeah.
The way you should
It's
be.
a good position for a tourer.
Yeah.
And what we've done, as you can see, maybe to about there, everything's now in a good position. Very nice. Do you know what would be remiss? Would be to have a bike in a video and it not start.
You want the key?
I think you should do it. It's your bike.
Okay.
I think you should let them know how the stock bike sounds.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker, it's a stock bike in a wooden man cave.
Yeah.
And there's
It
the difference.
is. In neutral.
Very nice. Yeah, so we've got the stock pipes. Everything's stock. Absolutely everything's stock.
How's it like work?
Cracking job. Next
Right.
step, next video, levers,
Yeah, very good.
and then the heated grip. Okay, guys. There we go. So, oh shit, hold on. But where you going? Are you drunk? There we go. So, as I was going to say, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me. Or him.
Till next time, take it easy, ride safe, be careful, don't do anything I wouldn't do. It leaves them fairly open. So
Yeah, quite a lot actually.
ride safe guys, take care, bye.